Bed. Love.
Bed.
Bed.
Love.
Beyond.
Beyond.
Bed. Love. Beyond. Bed. Love. Beyond.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bed Love Beyond, the podcast for the hopeful and the hater in us to discuss sex, love, and whatever's clever with like-minded people like you who are also in limbo with love.
Like us.
Thank you for listening to us on Podbean, iTunes, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and
Google Play Music.
yes, and we have two guests today to talk about our episode 46. Don't text and love. Is intimacy losing to the internet?
Yes.
And we have a guest who hasn't been here since episode 8.
Oh, returning guest.
I know. Good Lord. Mr.
Everyone's favorite alpha male.
and author, celebrated author, Noble Casalupus.
Thank you so much for having me once again. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
We're thrilled.
And also somebody who's never been on the show, who's been here for the first time, Heather.
Childhood friend. Throwback.
What's up?
All right.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about, actually, Noble brought this to my attention because he wanted to talk about this topic about how there's like apps and the new generation of dating and how people aren't really doing anything like how the old school used to be, like, you know, actually courting somebody in person. We all just stay behind our computers and our apps and stuff like that, and like how hard that is pretty much, or how different that is from the old school and then how the new school does it. So I thought it was interesting. So we're definitely going to get into that. But before, do we have any
I don't know. Let me
daily
see.
things going?
Anything new? Nope. Still in a relationship. I'm still trying not to be a psycho. I had a moment this week where I was like, I felt like I was being a bad girlfriend.
Okay.
And like I was trying to explain to my boyfriend that like being friends with your ex is hard because when you become his friend, like he tells you like what a shitty girlfriend you are.
Oh, okay.
You shut the fuck up. and like,
Interesting.
not that I'm really not even like that friendly with my ex anymore. Like he doesn't really message me for anything. I don't really message him for anything.
Yeah.
I think once he like found out that I had a boyfriend, he kind of was just like, okay, well, we don't hate each other, but we don't really have the need to like each other either.
Yeah.
So regardless, like when we were friends, like he would just tell me like, oh, you did this and you did that, and then like sometimes I find myself like falling back, bless you, into some of the same patterns. So I get like all kind of like, oh my god, he probably thinks I'm horrible like the last guy did, but then I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. And then so I basically just like have a conversation with him about it, and then like
Conversation with your boyfriend.
yeah,
But who tells you that you're doing the same thing?
I feel it.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought somebody was pointing it out to you.
No, my need to like always want what I want when I want it.
Yes.
Like I can't help that.
I point that out to her too, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. But my thing is, it's good that you're noticing it on
Right.
yourself, because I'm thinking that your ex is telling you like, yo, you used to do this with me.
No,
Don't do that
I don't
with
talk
him.
to him about like my current relationship.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine. But I was
Other than
just
the fact
lost
that
in the
like
story.
I think I mentioned last time when I had met up with him, I had met up with him just to give him his stuff back, and he was like, "Are you gonna tell him that you met up with me?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Good." He also asked if he knew Noble, and I was like, he has no need to. He didn't. He's like, this is the first time you've been around since January 8th,
Yeah.
since our last episode. So I was like, he has no need to, and he's like, oh. So I feel like he felt slighted about the whole thing, but I was just like, whatever.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah.
America's most wanted over here.
You're a
And,
hot topic to talk about, Noble.
I'm very controversial.
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, other than that, everything's been fine. Everything's smooth. We went and celebrated a friend's wedding this week.
Okay.
And so it was nice to like do something like that together.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you dance?
Yeah, we did. He danced.
That's awesome.
He's like, you know what it was? Like he wasn't he sociable?
Very social.
He's very sociable. Like he like talks to everyone, and like there was a period where I kind of like stood back and I was like, my ex would have never have done this.
Right.
You know, and like as much as I was like a little like not embarrassed, like he's just out there, like he doesn't care, you know. He was dancing with old people, they were singing, and like he was making a spectacle of himself, but he was making me laugh.
Yeah.
So like as much as I was like, oh my god, he's being embarrassing, I was like, oh my god, he's being adorable, because
Right.
I
I'm
didn't
just
think
not
he was
used to-
embarrassing at all. I think he was just having a good
You
time.
were you were also dancing with everybody.
No, because even though you might have thought it was embarrassing, it was definitely better than the other way.
Right,
you could
because
have the
you
opposite way.
guys, well, you both know like people who I've dated. Well, I mean, you don't so much, but like their personalities are like very different. As we're like, Nubu was like, "Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going?" Like him and your fiance have never really hung out before, but like they got along famously too. Like they were like cracking jokes, like fucking making their own jokes in the back of the car. Like they can never hang out again together ever again because they're just terrible together.
They have their secret
They're
code.
just, right? Yeah, they're just like make shit up, and that's just like the kind of personality he has. Like if you get to know him, like. And that's just not something I'm used to, but it's something that I'm learning to like love. So
That's awesome. That's great.
what's new in here?
Tell me more. Tell me more. Does he drive
Oh my
a car?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a drag.
Oh man, that's funny.
I was waiting to throw that in.
Anyway, Martini, what's new with your weekend?
I don't know. Nothing happened this weekend. I was like, plowing away on this podcast, man. Trying to make it bigger and better. That's pretty much it.
We did get stickers this weekend.
Yes, we definitely got stickers, and if you're lucky, you may be able to get one.
Yeah. Inbox us.
Yeah,
All
inbox
about it.
us, yes.
Stickers.
Yeah, bedlovebeyond@gmail.com.
Stickers. I love them.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, if you go to our Instagram page, you'll see them. Jennifer put them up. So yeah.
It looks like the things you get at the supermarket. Like, when you're like, you have to scan it, you get like a discount.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like the paid sticker?
That goes on your keychain.
Yeah, the keychain thing, right?
Yeah, like CVS.
Yeah, it's nice.
Maybe keychains are next. Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah, that's true. That's awesome.
I know a guy that makes them.
All right, well, hook us up.
Oh, and also personalizationmall.com. One of my very best friends around the holidays.
Cool.
They are not sponsoring us yet, but we'll get on that.
What do you do? Like, you put people's names on trinkets and trash and like give it to them as gifts?
Yeah. Pictures.
Keychains, pens.
I
There's like 50 pens with your name on it.
I know what I'm getting for Christmas.
Oh, you just wait.
So Noble.
Oh, vibrator.
With my name on it.
That's a little pretentious.
Merry Christmas. Go fuck yourself.
We're a good
Wow.
team.
And
We're a good team.
and do it right.
You saw that assist I gave her? 3 points.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now I know what he was talking about. Let's go. So Noble, this is pretty much your topic. So why did you even bring it up to me in the first place? Did something happen that you're like?
Well, being an author of How to Be Ridiculously Successful with Women for the Rest of Your Life and writing that book, I found myself...
Where's that available?
Oh, Amazon.com, Barnes & Nobles. You can also get it from my website, thank you, at seductionisart.com.
Okay.
And I found it interesting as I was writing the book. I knew I was doing some online dating, and we were still kind of in the era of just, walking down the street and seeing someone.
Yeah.
And kind of, smiling, talking to them, asking them their name. And now we're really sliding into I think the era where we're just doing it online.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember the last time I talked to a woman on the street before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, lately.
So
So
you think it's more? So you think it's people our age that are doing it more as opposed to like the millennials that grew up with just that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the older generation.
Yeah.
Is now just starting to do it online more than just meeting people, and it's getting a little scary.
So okay, I was just about to say that. Do you feel that's good or bad? That
I think it's becoming really bad.
Okay, how so?
Our communication is just falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, using myself as an example, I would say sometimes I meet someone online and I'm like, fine, but then I'm interested in speaking to them within 24 hours because I'm not interested in doing all this texting.
Yeah.
And some women have said, "Oh no, let's just text."
Oh, just keep it text.
And they're a little bit younger than I.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's like, because I like them young.
tis true.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think that is?
They're growing up in that environment. It's like really weird.
They just don't want to talk.
Yeah, and I would really notify them, Lord, if you're not going to speak to me on the phone, then I'm really not interested.
Mm.
and they'll say okay, and I'll say okay.
And that's it.
Okay, you shut the door on that.
Yeah, because online it's almost like a dime a dozen, and I'm not so much interested in saying like, oh, I just found another girl, but I'm really not interested in not speaking to a woman, on the phone. Like we have to speak on the phone, and I'd rather get it done sooner than later because I want to make sure I like you before I waste all this time texting. Mm-hmm. You might have a horrible voice and a horrible personality when we start speaking. Your accent may be terrible. You might just end up being a terrible person. But
Your accent may be terrible. Whoa.
You might sound like Bloomhilda.
Well, I mean, you want to be in a relationship where you can understand a person, and I get that.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. So I think I'm done with my first portion of my rant.
No. I mean,
he's just warming up, ladies and gentlemen. This is nothing.
No, it makes sense. I understand that. A lot of people do just want to keep it focused. Primarily, that's how I've always met. That's how I met my last 4, interactions, with women. I met Jennifer on there. I met my ex-fiance on there, and I met the last person that I was dating on there too. So just online.
Yeah, isn't it getting a little weird now that you're like, man, I haven't. Don't you? The eye of the tiger. We're missing. We're missing it. We're not. We're not walking down the street anymore saying, "I like that. Let me say hi."
Here's the thing. I have never been comfortable doing that. Cause I'm shy.
He's like, I have a class. Let me teach you.
No. One, I'm shy. Okay. 2, I'm insecure, so I can't take rejection like that. I can speak to women once I get in a conversation with you. Like that's no problem. Any
woman who you walk up to and fucking ice grills you to your face, like, ew, like that. If you paid her a compliment, should just get hit by a truck.
No, but here's the thing.
I'm not kidding.
No, if right here, in this situation right here, I can speak to women and stuff like that. But if the girl's at the bar and I'm like, yo, that chick is hot, I can't do the initial confrontation because one, I psych myself up in the head, and 2, there's so many things that you have to do right that you don't even know.
Yeah,
because people are just like, oh no, why don't you just go up to her and just speak to her?
Blah blah blah.
Nah, it's because because the thing is, one, that woman is gonna be surprised, and damn well the woman knows exactly why you're here. The intention. I'm not asking. I'm not asking for.
Why do you think the woman is at that bar? You don't think her intentions are the same?
What, to have somebody walk up to her?
To get hit on, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really?
To find a relationship.
Mm-hmm. At the bar?
Possibly.
Well, wherever,
Others don't judge. I was there.
I've been there many, many times.
Really? But seriously though.
And I've developed many, many relationships that failed. But I met Ben at bars.
No, but that was.
I went up to Ben myself.
But that was your initial intention. Yeah. That was your initial intention. You're like, I'm gonna go to the bar and see if somebody picks me up. Was that it or no?
Wow, you made that sound so real.
I think I don't know.
I want to know.
I'm
it's
be
interesting.
Completely honest. Yeah. I think there's 2 alternatives.
Okay.
First of all, I've never gone to the bar by myself.
Oh, okay.
But most of the time, it's
because I'm not an alcoholic.
Well,
no, not saying that you are. No judgment zone. Sorry.
No, I'm not an alcoholic. But anyway. Like I said, it's a reason to hang out with my friends because usually I go out with a group of girls. If it's one girl or 3 girls, it's a chance to go out with your girls, and you're gonna have a couple drinks, and it's at the end of the week, so you're unwinding, you're letting steam off from your work week, and of course you're getting all dolled up because you're like, who knows, I might make Mr. Right in here. Right. He might be drunk.
Yeah.
But
okay. Oh, okay. So you're not in this. Okay. So you're just making yourself presentable.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go to the bar in my fucking pajamas.
No. But I made it more extra than it was. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting dolled up for my friends. I'm getting dolled up for a potential suitor.
Okay. All right.
And because when I'm single, what do single people do? Mm-hmm. Most single people
look for someone to fuck.
Well, moving on.
but like I said before,
but I'm not just to fuck though. I don't go there just to fuck.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
He's like, that's why I go to the bar.
You're always interested in, hey, like, I mean, there are lots of nice guys that go to bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean.
Just move it closer.
Oh, it doesn't mean like, you know, that everybody that goes to the bar is an alcoholic. Or,
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, I have a lot of reasons to go. And like I said, clubs, I can't stand them.
Right.
I've hated them when I was 18. I hate them now at 38.
Yeah.
Clubs, to me, standing on a long ass line, half naked in the middle of dead winter, paying a $30 cover to pay overly priced drinks and to get grinded and sweated on is not my idea.
Yeah, I remember getting you out of some sticky. Remember we went to like Iguana Lounge in the city?
Oh,
that,
the Iguana. I like
that place is, of course you do. It's a fucking cesspool. Like,
I mean, it's not as good now.
yeah. Maybe we can go with that because last time we went, Heather almost got raped on the dance floor.
Oh my God.
Remember that place? And like, it was like you had to like pull your friends off of people. They just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And that's not.
And but that's before online dating because now when you go to the bar, everyone's on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Everyone has
Yes,
like those
yes.
apps that tell you like who's in the area.
I was at a bar in Montclair, Just Jake's, and a friend of mine was sitting there, and I looked, and she was on J-Date, and I was like, you're at a bar with a million men around.
That's crazy, right?
You're on J-Date. Yeah.
Have you noticed, Martini, and ladies, that sometimes you're like, you go to like a bar or a club or anything, and it's like there's like a circle of friends.
Okay.
Usually women. 'Cause I'm speaking from a male perspective, but
Yeah.
there's a circle of friends. They're kind of like blocking all the dudes from coming into the circle, but in the circle they're all looking at their phones.
Oh, that's the circle of truth, man. like that's the block. That's the impenetrable force that like
But they're
women
all on the
like
phones,
do.
too.
Like, I can't. Hi, how you doing,
Well,
ladies?
That brings us to our topic tonight. You're on your. I mean, if you're at a bar, why are you on your phone? You know.
Right.
Martini, how old are you, by the way? Can you say that?
36.
All right, so we're almost the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when we would go out to the club?
Yeah.
Everyone didn't have a cell phone that operated the way it does today.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
It was just
like
the phone.
women were lined up like the red light district, just waiting for someone to ask them to dance.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
missed those. Those were good times.
Those were good times.
Maybe bars should like have a basket and leave your phone at the
Claro,
door.
claro. See,
Yeah. Do not enter if you want to use your phone.
exactly. You got to leave it at the door. You got to put it like a special lock
Leave your
or
phone
something.
in the basket and you will get laid.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, then how do you get
If-
someone to put their number? Oh,
That
you
was
can
a
write your number
guarantee.
on a piece of paper.
Oh, like how we
Like,
used
throwback.
to.
Oh, wait.
Old school.
Yeah.
Here's
I
my
used to
business
read-
card that I made at the mall.
No. Oh
I used
no.
to reach over to the bar and be like, hey, can I have a pen and
Yeah.
a napkin?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You
True.
know, here you go.
No.
I used to
what-
always carry a pen in my pocket when I was coming up.
No.
And it was to
Or
get numbers.
I've gotten it written on my hand before.
When you wash your hand.
You write it
You're
down.
like, I can't wash his hand till I get home because I got a number.
Those were good
No,
times.
No,
I
somebody-
would write it on a piece of paper and
Oh,
then
when you
wash
got the
my.
paper. Oh.
Yeah, like at home that night when I got
They're just looking at me like I'm
that
crazy.
night when I got home. You know,
I didn't get a lot of numbers at the bar. I hated the bar. You know how I was at the bar. I was like the most unapproachable bitch at the bar.
Jen,
And I didn't even have a
your
cell phone.
idea of a good time was going to the music factory that was an 18 and under place, and it sucked. I went with her, and I threw jelly beans at people because that was like the most fun I had.
Oh God.
Because I was like, what the? Anyway, I like dives. I like.
Okay.
I don't mind going to like a nice New York City lounge or a nice dinner or whatever, like something like that. But I like a local bar or a dive type place.
Yeah.
You know, as long as there's no trashy people.
I think
there.
it's easier to talk to people at a dive
yeah.
Definitely.
than like at a bougie like New York City bar.
That's true. That's true. So, you know, that's my idea of a
But
good time.
everyone is, when you go out, everyone is on their phone. And then once you start dating, which is kind of like what this is about, is like the first thing is like, okay, I'll text them. And then there's like rules about when you could text the person back. You know, like I remember when I first met my boyfriend, like we texted a couple times on OkCupid. And then I was like, okay, this is my number.
Okay.
Let's do it on here.
Mm-hmm.
So we started texting. And then finally, like just because of his work schedule, I was like, can I just call you? And then it got to the point where I just felt like, quote unquote, ballsy. And I was just like, I'm just calling him. If he's texting me, he could talk.
Yeah.
So I would just call. Like, and then, like, he's kind of even still the same way. Like, he'll call. Like, because I work during the day and he works during the night. So, like, we just have very opposite work schedule. So, you know, sometimes I'll be like, oh, shit, I should have texted you instead of calling you. I'm like, no, you can call me whenever you want. Like, you have that right. everybody else fucking does it, so why don't you? You know, and I know he's just trying to be respectful, but it's like, you can call me whenever you want. And if I can't talk because I'm working, then I just won't pick up the phone.
This is the beginning of your relationship.
This is now, but in the beginning too. Like,
okay.
You know, but I would just pick up the phone and call because I wanted to talk to him. Like, I didn't want to text back and forth. Things get like lost in translation, or somebody puts
agree with that.
Yeah, like
a lot of things get lost in translation.
And you'll ask like a series of questions, and then like you have to go back and like it's like a fucking social studies essay.
I never.
You're like, what? Did I answer all the questions correctly?
I never argue via text.
Okay. No.
And I expressed that.
Oh, I have.
You know, no, I don't. And I express that even online and on Facebook. I tell people like, yo, like when you have some sort of beef with me,
call me.
My number is 917.
He puts his number on Facebook.
Like, call me. Pick up the phone because I'm not reading emails or in texts because it gets all out of hand.
And you need the inflection and all that stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. I remember I would get a text too from somebody that I'm currently dating right now, a yoga chick, and yeah, just like that, she would like write paragraphs and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if this is being said in the right context, you know. So I'm just like,
do you feel though too? What I feel, I don't like the whole texting and stories, but if somebody's doing it, I just automatically fall into it. Like,
you just follow their lead,
and sometimes I'm like, and then 20 minutes, 15 minutes will go by, and I'll be like, I just like been texting it. Like when we easily could have had a 15-minute text conversation could have been wrapped up in 3 minutes.
This is true.
A 3-minute phone call.
Yeah. Right.
And although I agree with what we're all saying here, we all agree here that we don't like having conversations through text. I know I'm guilty of it. I fall into that pattern if somebody else started it already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I get it.
Especially like when you're meeting somebody for the first time, whether it be online or you met them at the bar. I mean, honestly, every time I met somebody out, the first thing, it was never once, I think 1 or 2 times, I might have gotten a guy that actually just called me. And I thought it was so ballsy and admirable at the same time to call me. When most of the time they wait 3 days or 2 or 3 days and then you get a text. Mm-hmm. Hey, remember me?
Yeah.
At the bar?
I was never into that.
No. It's just I don't know. I think I feel the reason why that rule was implemented was because I don't know. I guess sometimes like if you do call, just like you said, and just like you said, Jennifer, that it is ballsy. Just like I guess the woman might feel like, damn, this guy's like, he's like in my lap right now because he's like calling me. You know what I'm saying? Just like, whoa, take it easy. Just text first or something. You know, that's how I feel.
I think that rule's made up for guys that are a little too thirsty.
Oh, okay, that too.
Because a normal guy, like, if he wants to call the next day, the confidence will ring over the phone, so he won't seem needy. But maybe like an average guy that might be like, "Ooh, I'm thirsty. I need a woman."
Yeah,
that's gonna already appear on the phone to her. But if you call the same day, the next day, she's gonna feel that type of energy. So it's like something like you tell your kid brother, like, just wait, because you can see that he's anxious. He's anxious. He's growing up. Like, just chill, sit back.
No, but like, shouldn't that be confused with thirsty, but it should be confused as like, I don't know, not energetic, but like he's into the person. What's wrong with that? Like, enthusiastic. What's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with being enthusiastic?
I don't think anything's wrong with it. I just think it's depending on like the person on the other end of the phone, like how much they're into you.
Yeah.
You know, like if I go to the bar, if and when I was single, and if and when I like bars, if and when any of this stuff was possible, if I went to the bar and somebody came up to me and was like, "Yo, what's going on? You're cute." I don't know, whatever the fuck they say. First of all, I'd ice grill them, but like, what the fuck do you want?
Right.
Big surprise.
Thank you for the compliment.
You just reeling them in, just throwing them back.
I know. I'm not the most approachable person.
But you've approached other guys.
Oh, just that one guy at Fun and Games. No, Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's, because you took my advice.
Yeah, that's because you guys were like, "Bitch, you better go talk to him." I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, and I was like super embarrassed. I was like,
I had a line.
How'd that work out for you?
I was like, "Sorry to bother you in this lovely establishment.
It's an arcade.
Why do I keep saying Ben and Jerry's? Dave and Buster's." I was like, "Sorry to bother you in this lovely establishment." I was like, "But I think you're really attractive, and my friends told me that I better come over here and say something." And he gave me like the biggest fucking Kool-Aid smile ever. And then we started talking about like what we do, and we're both like social workers. So I ended up getting him like a job with me. Yeah, I know. Like, instead of like, don't shit where you eat, I was like, take the shit to where you eat. It was a part-time job. It was a part-time job. So we didn't work like in the same building. We just worked for the same company and did like independent work.
Did you use the file room together?
No, it wasn't like that. But like you would like, it was basically
Jen was getting photocopies.
I think
I
got Heather a job there too. It was like a place where you like went to go mentor kids, but you go out with your own individual families and then you just report to the same boss. But we were never like in the business together. Mm-hmm. So, but when we would have to do case notes, like he would come here.
Did you ever do the business?
No, we never did.
Oh.
Never. The one time.
Oh, Jesus.
The Christ. One time. Because we stayed friends like throughout all the years. Like we like always had like missed opportunities. Mm-hmm, but the one time it was gonna go down, Heather had come over.
Oh.
And she passed out in the other room. And like we were getting like comfortable with each other. And like
she was on the bed.
It was maybe about to go down. And then Heather woke up in the other room and she's like, Jen, where are you? I want to go home. I was like, oh. So I had to bring Heather home. Yeah. Could have really been something, Heather.
Yeah, I not for nothing. I didn't want to listen to banging in the other room.
You're not a team player, Heather.
I am a team player.
But no, we all are where we are now. So and
would you ask for your situation to be any different?
No, I love my situation.
You know, sorry. I just had.
But this is just about approaching someone. It's the only time I've ever done it.
I had a thought because I had a dream.
Sorry, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I had a thought based off a dream I had last night.
Okay.
And it's just like a wild card right now because it's gonna make this conversation really interesting. It's off track. I had a dream about like threesomes last night.
What the fuck?
Okay.
And
I had a guy ask me if I wanted to join a threesome.
Did he text it to you?
What?
he probably did, right?
Actually,
good with trying to link it to the.
Well, we're talking about approaches.
Martini,
you know,
mm-hmm.
He approached me at a bar in Atlantic City, and I was completely grossed out. So.
Oh, okay.
Really?
What?
Ugh.
They were gross. Well, one was actually cute. One was just like, you're not getting anywhere near.
Wait, so he had a partner that.
I had a guy that I was interested in.
Oh, okay.
Talking to me.
Okay.
There was a group, and they were like there for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that I was interested in. And I was speaking to him.
Yeah.
And his friend came over, and his friend said, "Oh, can I talk to my friend for a second?" I was like, "Sure." I didn't know what,
Yeah.
So they went off to talk for a couple minutes. They both came back and asked me, said, "Would you like to go up to our room and have a threesome?"
So
what did you say?
2 guys, 1 girl.
Two girls, 1 cup.
2 guys, 1 me. Just
that's a train.
One you.
That's not a threesome. That's a train.
my Jewish client, he was like, when it's 2 girls, when he says it's 2 guys, no, when it's 2 girls and a guy, that's a threesome. When it's 2 guys and a girl, that's a gangbang.
Well, technically, that's
okay.
No, a gangbang is like 4 or more people. But yeah, go ahead.
I was grossed out.
Google.
I was grossed out because I'm not into threesomes.
Right.
I've never done a threesome, and I'm not interested in ever partaking in a threesome.
Wow, you said that.
At least he didn't text it to you.
You a school teacher?
Yeah.
Just the way you said it, just ring like principal.
But go on with
what was your dream?
Yeah, what was your dream or thought about?
It didn't really get like freaky or anything, but it was, the discussion came up.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I was discussing the threesome. That's interesting. So Jen, what about you?
What?
Have you ever participated in a threesome?
No, that's not what this podcast is even about, though. I've participated in group texting, if that helps.
Group texting.
I participated in many mass texting. But as far
not
as
mass sexual. No.
as far as the
not my thing.
No, mass sexual, no. But as far as the contact, no, like physical contact, shall I say? Ew, no. And I think it's disgusting.
Right.
2 guys, 1 girl. You wouldn't be down with that?
What? I'm
Like-
not.
like
I was approached.
Brad Pitt and like Jake Gyllenhaal and you?
I would.
Don't make it one of the. Don't make it all crazy.
I would say.
Why? Why not? It's a possibility. They're both single right now.
I would say Brad Pitt tonight, Jake Gyllenhaal tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, so 2 and 24. Okay.
or you know what? Or maybe 48 because I'd like a day to reminisce about what happened.
You want to simmer down.
High five for that.
You want to simmer down. I got you. I feel you.
Smorgasbord.
Okay. I feel you on that. Wow.
So I don't know. Like me and Heather are both not in the dating scene anymore. Well, I'm dating, but I mean,
yeah,
we do communicate via text, and I'll call him once I know he's like awake and not at work, and like most of the time we just talk on the phone all the time. But your fiance texts you, right?
He does.
Well, during work.
Yeah, but
She's like, he's fucking texting me these emoticons again.
Yeah, he's into emojis lately.
Oh,
But,
God.
but no, but it's more like, hey, can you pick up this at the store today? Or, hey, I didn't get a chance to walk the dog. Can you walk the dog? It's nothing like he doesn't participate in conversation.
Right, exactly.
Or, hey, you forgot to shut off the TV today. He might say something like that. Cause
I
have a tendency to leave that box on, but not, or shut the box off, but leave the TV part on.
Yeah.
And he's afraid that, so he'll be like, you did that again,
You're like, thanks for the text reminder.
And I'll kind of be like, oh, I'm in physical therapy right now, and you're texting me that. Okay. But
you should just send him emoticons back. Thumbs up.
Yeah, you got that right. No, you know what I mean? But like, as far as like talk, no. It's always like,
like voice.
Yeah, and we see each other every single day, so we don't even really have conversations on the phone, And like I said, our text, like I said, I'm okay with text messages. It's like, hey, if you're gonna go to the store today, can you pick this up? Or hey, can you walk the dog as soon as you get home?
Did you text a lot when you guys didn't live together?
Yeah, I think we did more. I do. I actually do. He he was very mature though. I have to say we text more, but he did talk a lot. Like he wasn't afraid to call me and talk.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But in the beginning we did, because we met online. So we started talking online.
Yeah.
Then we exchanged numbers, and it started a lot as texting.
Okay.
And then, but I have to say, as far as guys goes, he called me pretty quickly. Like he was, And then
did you guys talk on the phone before the first date?
I want to say we did.
I need to know these things for the wedding in case I'm questioned.
Yes, I believe I believe so. And I remember what it was. Yes, because I did call him because the place that he wanted me to meet at, I couldn't get on my GPS. There was no address for it.
No, that's not what I meant, Heather. I meant like, did you have like a full conversation?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was a full conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we talked. Jen, you asked me if we talked on the phone. You didn't freaking say to me.
Did you?
Well, what was it? There wasn't a long dynamic.
No,
conversation.
I mean, like, did you guys?
Like, I can't find this place on my GPS.
Like, I'm just gonna call him. I'm not gonna text them for that.
So, are we all in agreement that we're a little bit older in the new school? Or
Yeah, but the problem is that people our age are falling into the gap of doing that. Like,
and the new generation, they grew up with this stuff, so why would they do it how we used to? There's no need.
Yeah, but when you
it's breaking down our social society.
Well, I do date people younger than I. So.
that's part of the problem. Maybe you should get back in your age bracket, buddy.
Shit.
I'm not gonna even go there because
Shots fired.
I'm not gonna go there.
Leon, how much younger?
Oh man, I'm seeing someone that's 10 years younger than me now.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
But
wow.
no, but she's cool. She's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been younger, and I'm like, we can speak on the phone. No, I want to text.
Because that's what they're used to.
I'm not gonna write you a paragraph of all the interesting things I would like to talk about.
Yeah, she must be all about the texting right now.
Yeah, that's their thing.
Yeah, that can be pretty annoying.
So
yeah, I don't know.
have you ever asked her why she doesn't want to speak, or just because you just know that's just what she's used to?
That's what she's used to, and and then they don't even know why they do it. Like that's an intelligent question for an intelligent person.
Mm-hmm.
The younger generation.
Stop being dum dums.
No, the generations they're not there. It's not. They don't read. They don't do anything.
Because I don't think that generation has like the same amount of experience that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it. Like, we grew up in a generation where like after high school we'd go to the mall or go to the mall on the weekends with our friends, and everyone would meet up and like go to the movies and go do things. I don't really know what they're doing.
No, they do the same thing, but they're on their phone.
But they're on their phone.
You have to be able to communicate when you're out with your friends, or they don't want to hang out with you. You can't just be the quiet person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have to show up on time.
I do have to say though, like
no canceling at the last moment.
And now there's like a million different versions of social media. There's Kick, and there's
there's
like
Kick,
WhatsApp, and
all
there
that
are
stuff.
so many
different things.
There's so many different versions of social media that you don't need to.
I'm not gonna lie, social media like is kind of like.
Hey, social media is why we're here today. We're on a form of it.
But like, even in my current relationship, it's kind of caused like a little bit of a problem because I've just been so predispositioned to like when I'm mentally not stimulated to pick up my phone and like play Candy Crush or go on Facebook and see what's going on or see what's going on Instagram. And I'm not even really even paying attention to what I'm doing. It's just like a movement I'm doing with my brain and my hands because like no one's paying attention to me. Yeah. Like if y'all start having a conversation, I'm gonna pick up my phone and just start looking because.
Actually, you've done that in the middle of a conversation too.
I also noticed that bus stops, because living in Manhattan, I still take the bus certain places, and people will be on their phones instead of talking to each other. The bus stop was a place where you would never see anyone else probably again, and you just talk as much shit as possible while you're waiting for like 5 minutes.
Right.
But something else I noticed too, like if I go to a bar or a restaurant and I'm waiting for somebody, I will just automatically take out my phone and start looking at it simply because I don't want to look like I'm just sitting there not doing anything. And I'm like, and I'm bored. So I'm like, all right, let me do that. Because then, if you're just sitting there with nothing and then you stare at somebody accidentally, you're a psycho, or you're, you know what I mean? Oh, why is that bitch looking at me? Yeah.
Where's her phone?
Where's her phone? Why
is she not on her phone, psycho?
Why isn't her face glowing?
What?
Oh, the glow of the phone. I
didn't get it either.
But has the phone call currently me and my boyfriend have had a conversation about being on the phone because sometimes when I'm driving, he'll be on the phone, and I'm like, you should be talking to me. Just because I'm driving doesn't mean you should be on the phone. And then there's times where we're just kind of laying in bed watching TV, and I'll pick up my phone, and he's like, we're spending time together. You shouldn't be on your phone. Or if he's falling asleep next to me, I'll pick up my phone. But then he'll wake up and be like, you're on your phone. I'm like, you're fucking asleep.
What drives my fiance crazy is when I pick up the phone during a movie.
Yeah.
And he starts testing me. So then if I'm really
he quizzes you on the movie?
Yeah. So then I try to be all nonchalant about it. I'll put it right here.
It's so bad.
Because he's trying to test me.
It's inside your purse.
Yeah.
He's like, what was that killer wearing? You're like, there's a killer in this movie? What?
I'll be like,
I thought this was a romantic movie.
that couple was just fucking. Now they're killing.
What type of conversations do you have with the person that you're dating or whatever that you were messing with? For that because you're saying that
do you have political discussions with her?
No. It's because you're saying that
that's a no. First off,
first of all, in my book on first dates, I always say do not talk about race, religion, or politics. Stay away from those three topics. But currently, since it's a political season now, I still wouldn't do that on the first date. But
yeah.
He's like second date. Second date's good.
No.
No, the reason why I ask is because you say that she rather text and stuff. So when you do get on, because you want her off the phone and to talk. So what do you guys talk about? Or can she talk? Is it boring? And all right, let's just go back to text.
Is she nonverbal?
We're talking about two different experiences. When they're usually, I would say if they're around 24, 25.
What?
Wait 1 second. Yeah, that's what
he said. Wait 1 second.
How old are you again?
38, 37.
I'm 38.
38. Right?
So if they're 24 or 25,
She's still legal, all right?
wait. She's 24 or 25. You
This
know,
is why we're on this side of
That's
the
a
room.
baby.
She can't even fucking spell her name
I
yet.
can't even finish my sentence.
Go ahead, sir.
Without the haters, you guys must be getting old. Because the hate is great.
She can't get into an R-rated movie without you.
Wow.
I'm not robbing the cradle.
Go ahead.
All right, 24, 25.
Not
Yeah.
more
She's-
woman.
Here we go. She can't. They're gonna do this until I over talk them.
No, go ahead.
Oh, shut up.
It doesn't usually last that long because
Shocker.
the kiddies now are they're a little off. Before, if you're like she's 25-year-old, she's mature. Now they're like,
What are we?
they're really like kiddies.
Yeah, but like, so
What
they can't talk.
What are we, the
Uh,
time fat
I
cats?
mean, they can't hold a conversation.
She's like,
Yeah,
hi, like
they-
I saw like you on Facebook and like you seem really cool. Well, you talk a lot of shit on Facebook though. So
Oh
anyway,
no, or she's gonna pretend to be a
my
Trump
friend's
lover.
like in a garage band and like I don't know, they're gonna be playing in the East Village if you want to go. But just text me about it later because I'm about to like go get my nails done and then me and my friends are gonna go to TCBY. No, that's not even a real thing. Anymore.
Whoa.
We're gonna go
Old
to
school.
Go to Starbucks
Yeah, we gotta
and
go
get
to-
smoothies.
We're going to Starbucks to get lattes first. So maybe if you want, you can meet us there.
Martini, what is she talking
But
about?
if
right now?
not, I don't know.
She's talking about the type of women
She's
that
talking
you
about your
talk
girl.
about.
She's
No,
talking
they-
about your
do
girl.
they talk?
They don't sound.
Does that sound familiar
They
to you?
don't sound like that. Anyway, the current girl I'm dating, no, we talk about politics. and-
What is her job?
what does she do?
Starbucks barista.
Yo, why you hating on the baristas, yo?
What does she do?
Yo, first off,
she
shout
does-
out to Starbucks because we want you to sponsor
No,
us.
no, I eat Starbucks. I have Starbucks breakfast and tea every morning.
I love Starbucks.
All right, there you go.
And Panera.
And if I ever got fired from my job, I'm going there because they get benefits. I'm just saying.
if you're a part-time worker, too.
I know.
She
Repping.
I think she does the like books and taxes. She gets like
Oh.
she has to do.
She's a bookkeeper.
Yeah, she does. She
Oh,
gets
okay.
information from other participants or something, and does the
It's
books.
a reputable job.
All right.
She does like the taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
Okay.
It's not like a stripper.
She does that at night.
So this one can hold a conversation, but yet she prefers to stay on text.
No, I'm talking about two different things. I'm talking about she's
okay,
27, so she's a
All right.
mature.
Oh, okay.
She can keep up with my generation.
Okay.
you're talking
The girl's
about-
the girl's younger than that.
You're not
they're
the
done.
easiest person to have a conversation with.
Stop. What are you
I'm
talking
just
about?
being honest.
No, I'm awesome to have a conversation with. We just have different opinions because you're nuts and I'm sane.
Okay.
Wow.
this is why we're on opposite sides. Of
All right. So I saw this article.
Moving on.
I saw this article and it's called "The Lost Art of Dating" and it's by CNN.com.
CNN.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Clinton
No.
News Network.
So it says
Clinton
it's
News
as
Network.
it's as simple as making eye contact and flashing a smile, or knowing when to back off and stop talking so much. Social cues, body language, basic conversation, they make up the toolkit for meeting new people. But for those whose romantic realm is constructed entirely through social media and online dating, these intuitions might be eroding away. People have an easier time picking out an emoticon to display the emotion they are feeling rather than actually showing it on their face.
Yo, that is so true.
Uh-huh.
No, my boyfriend will send me these emoticons. I'm like, wait, which one is that? I'm like, is he happy? Is he mad at me? Fuck. I don't know.
You have to enlarge
Or-
it. You have to enlarge it to
Or,
figure it
so
out.
they know that you're joking. You need to put LOL.
Right.
So you know I'm
Oh,
not.
this is true. This is
So
true.
you know I'm not being a bitch. I put LOL at the end.
You're an
I d-
asshole. LOL.
What?
It's like, you're an asshole. LOL.
Well, if I didn't put LOL on Facebook, people would think I'm really nuts.
Oh, I do. I put LOL on Facebook.
Have you seen his Facebook posts?
Yeah, I actually enjoy reading them.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you. My Facebook posts are awesome.
Unfortunately, for the past 10 years, people have been really confident behind the computer keyboard, but then you see them in person and things are very different. Dating coach and author Adam LaDoce has a simple solution. Meet people organically. But the paralyzing fear of rejection often makes us long for the distance technology offers. To help people overcome the anxiety of approaching someone new, LaDoce made a 45-minute film including his advice, go talk to her. Like Eastman, he believes that people are killing off social skills by hiding behind a glowing screen of information that offers no chemistry. People want to go back to the day where you're sitting at a coffee shop, make eye contact, and there is mysterious moment when you don't know each other, La Dolce said. Online dating is one tool in the toolkit, but I think we as a society are seeing that there is still a real way to meet people.
First of all, La Dolce, your name is fire. And I'd like to watch your video.
Mm-hmm.
We should have find that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find it. We'll definitely link it at the bottom of it. Yeah, when we find it.
Yeah. So
and Noble, you're following off. La Dolce's making videos, and I haven't seen one from you in a while, so I'm gonna get on that.
Who's making videos?
La Dolce. Just read the article on CNN.
Who's making videos?
The author of
Adam La Dolce.
Oh, making videos.
I'm just thinking
I think that's how you say the name.
Isn't Dolce like a chocolate? Right?
Yeah.
It means like
douche. Douche.
Or Dolce Gabbana.
So I'm saying, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
La Dolce.
But yeah. Yeah, so
what's the I got the gist, but what's the question? Is there any questions for us?
It's not necessarily a question.
It's just saying that people want to go back to the day where you could sit and like be like, "Hey, what's going on? My name's Jen. Blah 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 blah. This is what I like to do." But that just doesn't happen anymore. So he's made a video. Are you listening? No, you're not listening. He made a video to say, just go up to her and be like, "Yo, I like you. What's up?" Because
the thing is, you have to understand.
So basically, my opener was the exact same thing that guy said, right?
Well, pretty much, but you have to understand the reason why.
But he's got a 45-minute video.
Well, I think I get what you're saying. Like, I think people, like you can't even go out anymore without that protection of, am I with somebody, or at least am I, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like a friend, like, I know people, like, for my wedding, they're like, oh, my God, I got to find a date. I'm like, first of all, no, you're not in the budget. Your date's not in the budget. And you're not dating anyone serious, so I'm not paying for a stranger.
That's how you do it.
But I'm also like, there are going to be single people at that. Have you forgotten that? How many people have met other people at weddings and have had successful relationships from it, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, we met up with a friend of mine over the weekend who was in my bridal party. And we said, are you bringing a date? And she's like, no, I don't need to. And I remember a couple of us were like, oh my God, you're not? And I just said, well, there will be single people there. Like, why? You know what I mean? You don't need to go to an event with that protection.
Everyone will be like in love. Love will be in the air. Everyone will be drunk. There's an open bar.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to go up to somebody and be like.
And I said, there will be single people there. You have the potential to meet someone.
Will you dance with me to this Michael Bolton song?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even my, I with the wedding last night, same thing. We had a friend and she was interested in somebody, and she didn't go up and talk to him, but she does have a picture of him. He actually somehow got into one of our shots.
What?
Yeah, I'll explain it later. And but I said,
why? That would have been like the best time to like go up and say something.
Well, she didn't realize it, I guess, at the time.
Oh, so. Wasn't enough liquor popping off.
So, but anyway, getting back to it just goes back to the coffee shop scenario.
Yeah.
Going there and being like, I'm going to have my coffee, do whatever. And if I meet someone cute, great. Because I'm doing something I enjoy. I'm having my coffee. I'm on my computer. I'm reading something. Mm-hmm. And then if you meet somebody, you can,
I'm not approachable, but I will say that since I get to work from home, some days I do go to Starbucks and I just sit there with my laptop and do my work. Because it's easier for me to like not be distracted at home with things. And there are like tons of people of the opposite sex that do go in there and like, do stuff. I usually like listen to a book or listen to a podcast or whatever while I'm working. But like, and if I was single and like gave a fuck and looked at people or made any kind of eye contact with people, I think it would be very easy to like have a conversation with somebody at like an environment like that.
I don't think women try hard enough.
Maybe because women don't want to deal with your shit. But I don't think
men are
not
either.
Your shit particularly. Like men, like I don't know. I don't know. The problem is that somewhere along the line, this whole player mentality came into play, and women who are approached by men are very leery of like what their intentions are.
I agree.
That's why you should send the signal to guys, so at least you're getting
that signal. Like what signal are we talking about?
The signal
you have to pay for that class. You have to pay for that class.
No, I know you taught Heather though once on the beach.
You taught me the signal on the beach years ago.
Oh yeah, I probably did.
When we said to you, what is your advice for a woman to get a guy's attention?
Okay, I remember.
And you said I should lift my leg up over my knee like this. I know they can't see, but you guys can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And snap at the guy and go whoosh, and point to him.
Like the gun show? like a wink and a gun?
Do you remember this, Noble?
He might have been drunk.
I don't remember.
I hope so.
I don't remember.
Jennifer, hold my microphone for a minute.
I don't remember you question. Show me how you would do it again, because
All right.
I don't remember.
I'm
I don't
sitting-
know. This.
All right, so you're walking past me. A man is walking past me, and I'm like, oh, he's cute. So I try to make eye contact, and then I go cross the legs.
You cross the legs and then you do the.
And then I just do.
Oh, you snap and you gun.
That
Snap and to show a gun.
that would 100% work. Well, think about Martini. If you're walking by and she looks at you, looks you up and down, and crosses her legs and points at you, you'd be like,
All right, my brother's upstairs. We're gonna try.
you
this
look at her like, wow.
experiment.
But then,
I'm gonna just sit on the
If you thought she
couch.
was attractive,
He'll be
you
like, "What's
probably-
wrong with you, Heather?"
Oh boy.
I'm gonna just sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to snap and do that to my brother, and I want to see his reaction, because as we all know, my brother's brutally honest, But I don't think it would work at all right, if some girl did that to
Were
you,
we drinking?
we were on the beach.
He's always drinking.
He's
No,
like, okay,
you,
there's
but
no
you
excuse.
just verified that
No.
technique. You just said it that will 100% work.
It would.
If I went to a bar and did that to a guy, you think I would be going home with him that night?
What?
No. All right. It works more like this. What you would do is no. That was just beach talk.
That was just for the beach.
Really? Because I
That
tried,
was those beach rules.
I tried that technique so many times after that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's like locker room talk. That was not. It was nonsense.
Wow.
All right.
That was locker room talk. That was a technique you were doing.
Because we're at the beach.
Where the hell would it matter if we were at a freaking...
Because I would totally would love to have seen you try that.
Oh my god.
It would have been cute. No.
You.
No, if you actually look at a guy, look him up and down, and then crack a smile. No, the guy would probably come over if he likes you.
Okay.
Oh no,
It's very simple, very simple.
Because
But you gotta look. You have to catch. Make eye contact.
Because-
look him up and down slowly, and then smile, and he'll be over there.
because that's an inviting look. That's why it'll most likely work.
They didn't go back into your show and be shy, but that's all you have to do.
No, but
Works every time.
going back to the thing, I mean, we're all saying that our technique works because it's our technique because we grew up with it. But you have to understand why with the millennials, their like social media and social skill things like work with them is because it's just so much easier. Like you go online, boom. Okay, instead of going to the bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, instead of going to the bar, let's say you go into the bar and there's like, I don't know, let's say like there's like 50 chicks and 50 guys, whatever. Maybe like 6 or 7 might actually be interested in you, but you don't know who they are.
This is true.
But with them, you go online and you put, I want this person who's 5'5". You pick their ethnicity, their religion, bam, and now this list of, let's say, like 20 people, 20 of your best variations of that thing that you put, you're like, okay, now I got something to work with. So I mean, I'm not saying that they're guaranteed that you'll get a date with them, but you're more confident in approaching those people because they fit your
criteria.
Your criteria. So you're like, ooh, this is gonna be all good.
But it turns out to be not all good.
Why?
Because how much success is everyone having on online dating? The thing is,
one out of 5 people be met online.
But you're putting up numbers.
I'm engaged from online dating.
Yeah,
Damn.
but you're putting up numbers. Meaning that you're gonna have to talk to a lot of people just to meet that one person.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That happened to me.
When I go pick up women on the street, not the street, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in life, picking up women on the street. In life,
Yeah.
I think Jen met with you on the street the first time.
I didn't meet him on the street.
Oh, when you guys were drunk and looking for pizza?
Yeah.
And I was at work?
Yeah. And I asked you where the closest pizza place was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was pretty funny, actually.
That was pretty funny. People sticking their heads out the window. Hey, you.
She's like, "Hey, I don't know you, but do you know where the nearest pizza place is?"
She was the only polite one. The rest of the hooligans in the car.
No, but you're right. What's it called? I remember I would like the
women on the street. I could hit on 5 and I'll probably pick up 3.
Yeah,
and out of
yeah.
the 3, something will be on and popping.
But what do you say when you go up to a woman on the street?
You actually want to hear one of my lines?
You should be like, "Hey, can I buy you tacos?" Because girls love tacos.
That's cute.
I'm dead ass serious. Like if some guy came up to
I'm
me,
gonna try that one time. Do you want to go to Jesus Tacos with me?
is that a real place?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
But no.
What if the girl said I don't like tacos?
Do you like sausage?
Everybody inappropriate. Inappropriate. Everybody likes tacos, Heather.
Oh, so you wanted to know what I say to a woman on the street?
If she says she doesn't like tacos, you don't need that negativity in your life. Just keep going.
No, go ahead. If
Yeah.
this is the topic, and you want people to approach the opposite sex as opposed to doing it online. So what would you suggest one would say?
I would say you look like somebody I need to meet, or I say you look like somebody I should meet.
Okay.
Why don't I think we have no choice but to accept the change.
Heather's like, that's not gonna work. Just text me.
Just text me. I'll throw you my number while I leave. While I dash in this car, you text me.
I'll text you my number.
Jeez.
What I'm
Hold on a
saying
second.
is,
No,
I don't think
seriously.
we have any choice. I think we're all in agreement that social media, texting, it's killed conversational skills. But it's never going to change. What I'm saying is, especially the younger generation is so heavily relied on their phones through social media. I think all we can do is just accept it. And you have the choice as to whether you want to go with it or not.
Heather,
Would I respect a guy more for coming up to me and speaking to me and not hiding? And yes, absolutely. You know what I mean? I was against online dating. I didn't believe in it. I was like, I'm going to be competing with a bunch of hoochies that I don't even know. And I was having failed relationship after failed relationship, and friends of mine, such as Jennifer, were convincing me that online was the way to go. And it wasn't like I immediately went on and I had success. I was on and off online, and then finally I wasn't even, to be honest, my fiance that I'm totally in love with now, I wasn't even at all excited about meeting him. I didn't know if I was going to be attracted.
She's like, I'll be back in an hour. Just we'll go out later.
Yeah,
like, okay.
I literally said to her, just be dressed and ready to go out. It'll be another sucky date because all the other dates were not working out. And
was it hot?
What?
Was the date hot?
I guess.
It wasn't like.
Did you see Jen afterwards?
No.
Then it was hot.
I was like, when's she gonna call? That lying ass bitch.
What's up?
But I did not go home with him.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not a hoochie, right?
Well, I didn't go home with him.
Good. Save it. You gotta save it. Save those goodies. Oh,
not for too long. Okay.
The line is, you look like someone I like to get to know. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote it in the book.
I like that.
All right, that's good.
You look like someone that I like to get to know.
All right.
And it's usually like, well, look, you look like someone I need to meet.
Has that ever gotten you like, the fuck you talking about? Like something negative, like a negative response?
It kind of because they're trying to figure out the sentence because it's so unique.
Yeah.
I look like someone that you need to get to know. So either they're puzzled, which the doors is open, or they smile.
Yeah.
And the door's still open.
Right,
Door's still open.
Door's still open.
Yeah. Nah, I got
and then
you.
I go in there.
Yeah.
Kick that door open like Biggie Smalls.
Kick that door.
Kick the door open.
Okay.
Big Papa.
Jen, I'm knocking on your door, but your party's too loud.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you want to add anything, Jen, or if you have the meme of the day.
I actually, I just thought about that. We'll do this.
Okay.
So it's a text and it says, it took me 5 minutes to write that text and all you say is K, which is also one of everyone's
That's very
biggest
good.
pet peeves about texting.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, so blah, 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 blah. And they're like, K. And you're like, oh. Okay.
I have nothing to add to that.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for giving me nothing.
Like if I like text somebody, be like, so I was thinking tomorrow we could do this or do that, blah blah blah. What do you think? And they're like, maybe you don't say what do you think, and you're like question mark, and they're like, okay, like no motherfucker, like I want an answer, like
that gave me nothing.
Are we, right. Are we going to Philadelphia to check out the sights, or are we going to the beach and lay in the sun?
Okay.
Okay. Like maybe we can go to dinner. Maybe
which
we
one?
can like.
You had an epiphany?
Yeah. I thought a woman was supposed to come over, and we were supposed to do some things that she was like really excited about doing. I'm like, all right. So she's getting me all excited and revved up for her to come over. We met online.
Yeah.
Getting me all it happened in the past, and of course it did, but it happened a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And she's getting me all hot, pretty much hot and bothered. I'm like, I'm pretty ready for Monday. You coming over Monday? Whew. And then I was like, all right, so make sure. I'm like, you coming over Monday, right? She's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? You're not coming? She's like, oh, well, I spoke to my friend. She says if I meet a guy online, he's probably gonna rob me or like tie me up or something. So now I'm feeling a little nervous about meeting you. So she had to be young, but it was like, but it was just like,
it's true though.
I was like, yeah, but
it's not true.
But
it's possible.
If you had a daughter, would you want her to go to some dude's house that she was just talking to online? I always say, online you meet in public.
This is true.
At Starbucks.
First.
I had no problem with that, but this is where it took a weird turn. I was like, oh, if you feel a little nervous, you feel a little wary, like, why don't you pick up the phone and talk to me?
Because she was texting.
See how this goes back to what we were talking about before?
No.
I couldn't get the retard on the phone. I was like, are you a man? I'm starting to think are you a man?
I'm sorry, Miss Retard, if you're listening and you recognize this story as being yours. We mean no offense.
No disrespect.
And on that note, I thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
The moral of this story is pick up the phone. And
pick up the phone. Well, no, not like that, but
no,
you don't remember that? those call girl things, those 1-900 things. Like pick up the phone. Like what the?
We are connected.
But online can be successful, but that doesn't mean that you can't pick up the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reach out and
touch someone.
Reach out.
Strangle somebody.
Call up and say hi.
Wow. Okay. They had a moment. Okay. Thank you guys.
And keep those breast pics coming.
What?
Wait. What?
Oh my God! So you can send
I am a school teacher.
I was looking at her actually.
All right.
Let's clarify. When he pointed to her, that was Jennifer.
Thank you, Heather, for coming. Noble, jeez.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Where can our public find you? And please shout out your book again, please.
Oh, I am Noble Casalupus.
Breast pics anybody.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for stopping the flow of the
Noble Casalupus. CASA Lupus. LUPUS.
Okay.
All right. And you can find me at www.seductionisart.com. That's www.seductionisart.com. The title of my book is How to Be Ridiculously Successful with Women for the Rest of Your Life.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And where can they find that?
Oh, they can find. Thank you, sir. They can find it at Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
They can find it also at BarnesandNobles.com.
Okay.
You can also buy it from our website, seductionisart.com.
Beautiful. All right, and you can find us at www.bedlovebeyond.com and also our Gmail. Are you of the old school? Do you still approach like women or men?
Nah.
Whoa,
don't email us. Call us.
Oh,
call us.
Yes. Yes, you can call us. Don't text at 201-862-8BED. That is 201-862-8233. You can follow us at BedLoveBeyond on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube. All right, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
Peace.